Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 3 Minute Thursdays, where I try to give you some of the most up-to-date news in the doll hobby. Now, as always, I'm your host, Shizusan, and my lovely assistant today is the very beautiful Mika. So without further ado, why don't we just start our countdown? So, as always, we're going to start with some Dollfie Dream news. So, Volks USA has posted in this picture here more information on Dollfie Icon. So, as I have talked about actually in previous 3 Minute Thursday, Dollfie Icon was announced at San Diego Comic-Con. So now we have more information that I can give you. So my assumption was true. Dollfie Icon will be released on a DD3 vinyl body, which is interesting because we now have the DDF3, but the Dollfie Icon will be on the DD3 body. Now that may change, but currently that's the spec. And then the head is going to be a Super Dollfie styled head. So if you ever seen the Super Dollfie resin dolls, it's more of a realistic look to it, with realistic eyes. Those are going to be the heads that are going to be on this doll. So it's kind of like a combination of the two. Now, another thing that's unique about Dollfie Icon is that they're going to come with exclusive skin tones solely for Dollfie Icon, which is more like a fantasy type looking thing. So they have what's the colors? Mint, iris, and petal, which are going to be in a what's it called? A pearl, kind of pearlescent glow to them. And then there's going to be a fourth color called tawny, which is not listed as a pearl glow, so it might be just like a regular flat color at that point. Now, another thing that's exclusive to these dolls is that they will have their ears pierced. They'll come with a set of earrings, and there's going to be a limited edition for the first batch of these Dollfie Icons. They're going to have a pierced belly button with a belly button ring. So future ones apparently won't come with that unless there's going to be like another exclusive release, but that's the information that we know of so far. Now, tentatively, just like regular Super Dollfies that you would buy from Volks, when you purchase this doll, the eyes are going to be random from 7 different kind of eye colors. So you can't pick. It's going to be a random set of eye color, as well as the wig from 5 different styles of wigs. You're going to get a random wig. The only thing you can choose is the skin tone. So you'll be able to choose what kind of skin tone that you would want, but the eyes and wigs are random. And then the clothing sets is all going to be the same for all the girls, at least with this initial release. It's going to be like the ones you see in the pictures. Now, the tentative price for this is going to be $750. So that may change. It might go lower, it might go higher, but right now the tentative price on their website is $750. But that wraps up everything for Dollfie Dream news this week, so let's just move on to some Smart Doll news. So Danny Chu has posted in this picture here that the Smart Doll Mirai Cortex is now available on the website for everyone to purchase. And all 3 versions as of the posting of this video are still available on the website, so you might as well pick them up before they're all gone. Now that includes the pre-assembled version, the Ninja grade, and the Final Boss grade. So good luck to all of you out there that would like to purchase a Final Boss grade or Ninja grade. Just be warned, it's not something that's easy for everyone to build, although I do think everyone could build one, but it is a rather difficult and high up there on the difficulty scale. So remember, it's not for everybody. But I do believe personally that everyone could build it if they really put their mind to it. Also, do keep in mind that Cortex, remember, Cortex was not made for the consumer to build, but a lot of you have requested it, so it's now available. So just keep that in mind also when you're deciding to buy a Smart Doll Cortex. Now let's move on from that. So Danny Chu has talked about a lot of prototypes that he's releasing. So first one up here in this picture here, Danny Chu is making knee pads for your girls. So I personally don't do this. Most of my girls are always standing all the time. But if you have your girls kneeling, apparently the knee that rests on the floor or on the ground when they're kneeling gets a little misshapen from all the pressure that's on it. You also get a lot of dust particles or dirt that gets into the knees. So he could develop this knee pad to cover that area so that you don't lose the shape and you don't get like little gunk like stuck in the knee joint. Now this is going to be released in late August as well as in all 4 different colors. Although I think cinnamon may be released a little bit later because depending on when in August he releases it, cinnamon skin tone colored dolls are not available as of yet. That could change though. Now also another prototype that Danny Chu has mentioned is in this picture here of the new hand pack number 4. So this one's going to feature apparently the K-pop heart-shaped hands, as well as 3 other hands, as we normally get 4 different gestures in each hand pack. Now this hand pack will be coming out sometime later this year, and it will have all 4 different colors available. Now, another thing that Danny Chu has tweeted out about, sorry, I couldn't think there, is another prototype, which is right here, which is the single USB hub bust part. That's a long name. But basically, this is kind of like a revision of way back when he used to have the 3-port USB torso. Now that was a whole torso. This one apparently is just the bust part that's going to have like a little hole for the one single USB port. Now, there is no price on this yet. We don't know how much it's going to cost, but it's tentatively going to be released at the end of this year. And it's going to be available in all 4 skin tones. Now, whether or not it's going to be available in men's, I don't know, because this is a female bust part that he's showing here. So, yeah, I'm not really sure if there's any plans for the male bust part, but there might be. We just have to go wait and see if Danny Chu is going to update us on any more information regarding that. Now, lastly, what I want to talk about is Danny Chu has released a new apparel on the website, which is in this picture here, and that is the split bottom jeans floral pattern edition, as well as the sheared blouse also in a floral pattern. Now, as you can tell from this picture, they look good together because they share the same pattern. You don't have to buy them together, but they look really nice together. One really cool thing about this split bottom jeans is the floral pattern on the jeans you can actually remove, and you can download off of the Smart Doll website the pattern in order to make that one part. So this way you don't have to have a floral pattern all the time. You can have other different colors. You just have to make it yourself. So let's say, for example, you were going to make a new shirt for your doll, or your doll, you bought a shirt from somewhere else in a different color, and you wanted to use the split bottom jeans. You can make a piece that goes onto that bottom part that takes the place of the floral that could be the same color as whatever shirt or top that your doll is wearing. I think that's a really cool idea. It's really neat, and definitely one that I'm thinking about purchasing. Yeah, I think it's a really cool option. But that wraps up everything for this week's edition of 3 Minute Thursdays. As always, we have gone over our time limit. Again, I'm still trying to think of a name to try to change this because it's been getting a little too long. But we'll see how that goes. I'm still thinking about it, but for now, it's still going to be 3 Minute Thursdays. So as always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my lovely assistant is the very beautiful Mika Jogasaki. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
'Cause this is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.